Hello everyone. So I'm doing a watercolor painting video today. So I'm starting out with a sketch that I actually did in another sketchbook of mine. I referenced it from Pinterest and I really liked the drawing, even though it was just a reference drawing. I decided I wanted to do a watercolor painting with it purely because I need the practice. And so what I did was, this is actually a much smaller drawing. I scanned it into my computer at 600 dpi, which gave it, it made it bigger but kept the quality. And I was able to just print that out, and so the printout is what I'm actually tracing off of. I'm using a purple Prismacolor Coal Erase pencil to do the sketch onto the watercolor paper, which is Kanzen cold press watercolor paper. It just comes in the pad. I'm using the Sakura watercolor set. I have a lot of different watercolor sets, but I decided to use this one just because the colors that are in it, there's not as much mixing that you have to do whenever you use these paints, just because they already have some pretty interesting colors, so it's 2 steps to make a good skin color, and I don't know, it's just fun. I ended up doing a really simple color palette because, like I said, I need the practice, and I'm not gonna get out of any comfort zones yet. So as you can see, the lines that I did are actually really dark, and that poses as a problem a little later in this video. You'll see really soon. So I tried to get the lines to kind of pull up with some extra water, and it just fluffed the paper up and tore it, so I had to restart. Did the whole entirety of the beginning of the video again, so I used the light box and everything, used a whole nother new sheet of paper, and went at it again, a lot lighter this time. It turned out really well, and I was really happy with it, and I think I had a good idea of what I wanted to do. I didn't want to do is stark lines, I did more blending. But I kept the same color palette. Even though this is super simple, the colors and all, it's basically 2 colors. I really enjoyed it, and I think what I was practicing most with this was doing large washes, because this painting is probably the biggest watercolor painting I've ever done, except for maybe one that I did back in school. But it's been a long while, and I'm happy that I could figure it out. I mean, I only failed once, and, that's okay with me. So there was one part of this that didn't get recorded, and that's whenever I was doing, kind of the lining of the rest of the drawing. So I take the same watercolors and the same colors that I was working with, just more saturated, and I use a smaller water brush to do the lining. So kind of similar to how I'm doing the eyes, I go back and line everything. You'll see it at the end here, and yeah, so sorry I didn't get that saved. My camera battery died, and I was not okay with sitting and waiting for it to charge. Went ahead and just got the painting done. So I hope this was kind of cool to watch. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.